It's me, Jade.
And Melody.
Let's
Go!
Wow!
Hey, y'all. We left you on the biggest cliffhangers of cliffhangers.
Bear with us.
Bear with us. Are you ready?
I don't know anymore. This needs to end.
Get Giselle out! Michel! You could do it. I push open the door, praying that it will be the last. That beyond it lies light for Giselle. And if possible, that it might cast a bit of light on Morgana's heart as well. Oh no, are we in the history past? No, not this. No, not here. Ugh. However, why am I in my bedroom? What I find behind the door is the last thing I expect. Huh? As she appears from the shadows of my chambers, I can't conceal my surprise. No, it's a, no. Giselle? Is this another illusion, Morgana?
No, it's not. I am the real me. Thank you for coming all the way here for me.
I don't trust her. I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
Little
She's
Beaver.
thanking me. So why isn't she smiling? That was very kind and courageous of you, Michel. I'm deeply moved. You would have such compassion not only for her, but for someone like me. But do you know what else you are? You're a worm! What is it this time, Morgana? What do you say we pull back the curtain, my dear? What curtain? There's one detail that hasn't yet come to light. This isn't your first return to the mansion, is it? You've been back numerous times, each time not remembering her, and each time hurting her even more. Don't tell me he was actually Elle, or she's tricking him to be Elle.
She has to. That was not him.
What are you talking about? What am I talking about? Oh, you know good and well, my dear. Or do you honestly believe that all the other pieces were in their rightful place and you alone were some exception? I never. Tell me, how was it? Living in so many different eras, not knowing who you were, and playing with all the different men. No, you're out of your mind. You make it sound like I was not like, my dear. You are the white-haired girl. Enough! How could anyone possibly confuse me with her? To tell you the truth, I couldn't see you as anyone else. Your white hair, red eyes, porcelain skin, and your name. Tell me, what about you isn't the same? We're not the same person.
I saw the letter.
What?
The one you had hidden.
No.
And you didn't think that was worth mentioning?
No, Giselle. I didn't mean. You're exactly right, my dear Giselle. He deceived you. He kept a very important secret from you. Despite showing up before you multiple times, he cast you aside again and again. No, that wasn't me. It wasn't.
It all makes sense now. Nothing you ever did was for me.
Giselle, Go on, Giselle. Tell him exactly how you feel.
Michel?
Don't. Please don't. Don't say it. Not that. Please. I'm begging you.
You're...
Stop. Please, don't, Giselle.
Not actually.
Please. Don't say it!
A man at all, are you?
The frick?
You're disgusting.
You're the only one who could have been, my dear. The only one who could have been the white-haired girl. The next moment, my whole world comes tumbling down.
So is his curse that he's transgender? Or is this another, woo?
Distraction?
Yeah.
Confusion? Anger? Oh my gosh, what is happening?
Well, what did the letter say? What is going on?
I don't know.
Is that what the painting was?
Him? As a female?
Maybe.
Oh gosh. What the frick? Okay. I could have borne anything. Losing my arm, having my face torn off. Any amount of pain, I could have handled it. For you, I could have done it. But this, hearing those words, coming from your mouth, being rejected by you, that I cannot. Those words, they bury me alive. And you're the one person I never wanted to hear them from. My eyes. When I learned my father Antonin had passed, I wrote 2 letters, one to my brother and one to my mother. It was the first time I had found the courage to face my mother, to open up to her. I wanted to show her who I was, convince her that I wasn't cursed, so I could be myself when I returned to the capital with Giselle. Dear Mother, there is something I wish to tell you, something that means a great deal to me. So I ask of you, please hear me out, and I ask of you, please accept it. Mother, I no longer bear any resentment for my present lot in life. Nevertheless, I would ask of you to concede one thing. That I was never cursed. That I was always your son. That I am Michel, not Michelle. I have found someone whom I cared for dearly. A woman, and I love her with all my heart. I would like to spend the rest of my life with her. And I do not wish for much. Simply to have a quiet life with her. To go through our days together, man and woman. And that is the one thing I want. Mother, I know you're aware that my body is no longer female. I am a man. My heart is a male. And I ask of you to please accept that. I have no grudge with you. In fact, I am incredibly grateful to you for bringing me into this world. With love, your dearest son. Shortly after sending that letter, I was killed. I did not expect, of all the plot twists you could have had, did not see that one coming.
I'm just perplexed. What does she mean those letters weren't about me? Or Giselle? Because even, when Giselle was going through all those years...
She couldn't read them, and they were all blotched out.
Yeah, and on top of that, when she saw Michel, Lady Michel, she confused it, gender, but still saw the same features and said, yes, that is my person.
Yeah, so either way, she would accept him, I feel.
Yeah.
So, because it was still like, yes, that is them. They are, she didn't care about the gender, she just cared about Michel.
Yeah.
As Michel.
Oh, dude, my heart was racing. I didn't know what was on that.
But, what the heck? Why? I feel like this is an imposter Giselle again. I can't. I'm dragged down, against my will, into the darkness. Beneath me spreads my own past, my door. The door I swore never to open. But despite all my efforts to resist, the door sucks me in. Into a world I never wanted to see again. A history I never wanted revealed. A past I never wanted anyone to see. Nonetheless, the door opens. Oh, we're seeing Michel's door!
The seventh
Let's go!
door!
Seventh door.
It just keeps going.
I have been very curious about this door for the longest time. So I want it. Oh gosh, now I don't want it. No, just kidding.
Wait, no!
There were two things
Wait, I'm so confused. Because the mom said, you know, that you killed your sister or something. Or something happened. Something happened. Okay, wait a minute.
Wait, twins?
Maybe.
We said twins before.
Yeah, we did. I forgot that.
We said twins before. From the very beginning, we were like, twins.
Maybe
Could the
after the sister...
Could the brother have died and the sister tried to take over for the brother?
Well, I was thinking the mom got them confused and kept trying to make male Michel, into the daughter that passed. Because she doesn't have any daughters now. It's only the other two sons.
Ah.
Maybe. I don't know. We still gotta read.
Either way, it doesn't matter on Michel's gender. It really doesn't, but okay.
Yeah. There were two things out of the ordinary about that baby. The first, its parents embraced. The second, they wholly rejected.
What the heck?
Although, it was some time before the baby's second peculiarity emerged. And until... Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
No, I'm just like wondering, it just keeps making me think that they were one of those... Michel was one of those babies.
Oh,
with
conjoined
both genders?
Oh, intersex. Or what is it called?
I forget, but that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know, but just...
Something is I mean, we're talking about two babies right now. So two separate babies.
I'm so confused.
We'll see.
Yeah.
And until it finally did, no one was any the wiser. Not even the child itself. Its mother surely enjoyed that brief period of happiness.
What the heck happened?
Before her child finally realized the truth.
What the heck?
Blind to the fact that the moment it had let out its first cry, everything came crashing down.
Hello?
To this day, she still doesn't know the child she gave birth to. That she let loose a curse upon the world. A curse that turned angels into demons, humans into witches. Oh,
Yeah,
Lord, why do we gotta know?
You again? Of all the people. I don't even remember his voice. I just remember I wanted to punch him in the face every time I spoke like him.
Why
So it was something annoying.
Oh, I'm so not happy right now.
Ah, my gosh, look at that.
She's beautiful, isn't she? Have you seen her laugh?
Not yet, I haven't. At any rate, that color certainly is something else.
God's gift to us. No, she's an angel sent from heaven.
An angel. Ah yes, I can see it now, Liddy. Her white hair and almost translucent skin. It's beautiful.
She opened her eyes. Maybe she felt you nearby. Do you like your father more than me? Is that it, sweetheart? Gorgeous, aren't they? Such a deep, enchanting color. Like two little jewels.
That they are. A magnificent shade of red. I've never seen anything like it. And that is our child.
She's special. I can feel it. We have to take good care of her. She needs a name. One that's just as special as her. Have you already chosen, Antonin?
You were the one begging for a girl. You do it. Besides, I already had to rack my brain for the boys' names. Now it's your turn.
Are you really going to let me? My, that's quite a lot of pressure.
Name her after an angel, then.
Oh, I like that. All right, then. We'll call her Michel, after the Archangel Michael. Is that Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, just making sure.
Yeah. Yep. I remember we did figure that one out. We were like, wait, that's the angel.
Yep.
From the very beginning. That's why we were calling him Michael instead of Michel.
Michael!
Yeah, Michael.
Oh, good times.
Good times.
You'll grow up to be beautiful as an angel, my Michel. I've always wanted a little girl.
Always, you say.
With her snowy white hair, skin so pale you could see the veins beneath it, and her ruby red eyes. She was a very peculiar-looking little girl, and her mother showered her with love. She truly believed her daughter was an angel sent from above, born as a human child. The blessed babe, born a girl, was given an angel's name. Michel.
Me. Oh,
What
heck?
is happening now? Everything is
Hello?
different. Did we switch games?
It's honestly
happened?
feels like it. This art just looks so different from what everything. But even the text box is really nice. I like the little swirl.
Yes.
Checkmate.
Didier. Who's Didier? That sounds familiar. What the frick is Didier?
I don't
Didier.
remember.
Oh, that's a brother.
Oh, we never saw a face. That's why I was like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Georgie's and Didier. I remember now. What the heck?
Are we playing another game?
I feel like we just got whiplash somehow.
I like the swirlies on the borders, but it just doesn't feel like Morgana anymore. Hello?
It's just a different... What?
It's a different look. It's a different... I think it's just for the moment, but
yeah,
dude.
Sure. It's really... I don't know. Anyway. Gah!
Look how manly his brother looks, Brian. He looks like he's been to war.
He does. I wonder what the other one looks like.
Yeah, I know.
Low-key, he kind of looks like George Washington. Not George Washington, what the... Abraham Lincoln, bro.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't see that one.
I see. That's what you did! Curses. I completely overlooked that. I thought you were advancing with your prawns. Pawns, not shrimp.
You want shrimp right now, Jade?
Not really. I thought you were advancing with your own pawns, but that was all a diversion.
You're too short-sighted, Didier. You need to look at the big picture. I don't know if I should be talking like a woman or a man.
I mean, probably not as soft-spoken, because we're not abused yet, I don't think.
That's true. Sometimes it's the tactician and not the soldier holding the sword.
You got me. You're quite good at this, Michel. What inspired you to take such an aggressive strategy?
It was not inspiration. It was diversion.
Diversion? Huh?
I don't know that one.
Hold up.
I read.
Wait a minute. Look at what one of the auto ones is. Derivation of sex? But...
Second.
Derivation.
Derivation. The obtaining or developing of something from a source of origin. What?
Derivation?
Derivation.
It was derivation.
Derivation.
Chess is in many ways similar to the real war tactics.
Didier. Sorry, can't get over his name. Ah, my military texts. You haven't read all of them, have you?
I have nothing but time.
Impressive. Huh. Sorry, I'm looking at the brother and they look the same?
Yeah, like they both have the white hair, it looks like.
Unless he's just super hella blonde. But
Yeah.
Anyway, impressive. Even I haven't read all the books in my room. You planning to join the order with that kind of knowledge?
You jest. You're the one who's going to be a knight, dear.
That I am. War is the men's job, after all. You.
Yeah, I was feeling the same way.
You. I want you to be there to welcome me home.
Georgie!
I was not expecting that of all things.
He looks Yokopo-ish.
He looks like a mash of, Yokopo and Mel and everyone. I don't know, he looks like someone, that's for sure.
Oh, dear! Oh, dear! I'm in a bit of a bind. Oh, hello there, Michel. I didn't know you were coming home, George. Just got back, yup. Oh, playing chess again, you say, are ya? Wait, hello. Oh, playing chess again, are ya? Let's see. What do we have here?
Get away from the board!
Yikes! You got trounced, huh? And you call yourself her big brother?
As if you're any better.
That's not funny, George. I can't approve of someone who can't keep up with the flow of battle becoming knight. Given our family's rank, you would eventually be put in charge of other soldiers.
What are you worried? Huh? What? Are you worried about me?
No, I'm saying...
I've been blessed with such a caring sister. But fear not. I have a guardian angel after all.
Where's the logic in that? Sorry to interrupt your, moment, but... Does nobody listen to me?
Now, don't pout. So, what seems to be the problem, George?
Yes, listen to this. The royal court is holding a swordsmanship show. And for some reason, I was selected to participate.
How unfortunate for you.
Oh, dang.
I can already see you on the ground sobbing.
Hey now, that's just mean. Besides, my hands weren't meant to hold a sword. Look at these dainty fingers. They're covered in calluses. Dainty calluses.
Is he the painting?
Oh, the painting! That makes sense.
What is going on here?
I told you, a brother!
Oh, you were right, maybe.
Maybe.
Most likely.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me, why would they have an artist sword fight?
That's the whole point, I would think. No need to get worked up. No one's expecting you to win.
Maybe not, but we do have a name to worry about. And you know what that means, don't you? I'm going to lose, that's a given. But I want to do it in style.
I feel bad for your sword.
Oh, don't be like that. Now come on, time's a-wastin'. To the courtyard we go.
Just so you know, if I train you, I'm going to train you right.
All I want to know is how to look good.
What is it, Michel?
May I watch? Fine with me, but you know you can't go outside.
Why? She's sensitive to the skin.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Or to the sun.
But I know what you meant.
Yeah.
With her skin. I'll be watching from the hall. I can open one of the windows facing the courtyard.
Still, you need to be careful. You can't spend too much time in the sun.
I know.
My whole world just flew upside down.
Honestly. I had 2 older brothers. The eldest, Didier, belonged to the order of the knights that served the church. And below him was Georges, who served as a court artist. He was in all likelihood who would inherit the family estate, as knights were not formally allowed to own property.
But he's the eldest son.
Okay, alright. Never... Oh, I thought Bollinger was, for some reason, Jacopo's family all of a sudden.
No, that was the Berizzotti or whatever.
Yeah.
Tortellinis.
Tortellinis. Nevertheless, The Bollinger family name was upheld by Didier. And then there was me, the youngest, the only daughter. Physically, I was not in particularly good health. Because of the color of my skin, I was hypersensitive to the sunlight. I rarely left the estate. My world was contained entirely within these walls. And perhaps, out of some sense of pity or compassion, my 2 brothers spent a good deal of time with me. Didier played chess with me, and Georges taught me how to draw. And among other things, they taught me how to read and write. For a girl, I was incredibly fortunate. The one thing I wasn't allowed to do, though, was hold a sword. While hardly anything unusual, it bothered me deeply. And it had for as long as I could remember. If I had been told I couldn't do it because I lacked the strength, I probably would have accepted it. But the reason given was not that I was weak, but that I was a girl.
Well, god dang.
And with each passing year, that smoldering frustration in the back of my heart grew larger. Oh, this is very pretty scenery all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's kind of gloomy. Come on, put your back into it.
Like I said, all I want to do is put on a good show.
Oh, you'll put on quite a show, unless you learn how to swing that sword properly.
Give me a break! Out in the garden, my 2 brothers, I keep wanting to say older brothers, but she doesn't say older.
Mm-hmm. But I'm a little confused.
Yeah.
Because, like, in previous pictures, when Giselle and Michel are together, like, he is massive. Like, that is like the framework of a male.
Yeah.
So I don't know if something happened to, like,
She
literally
got
transform
and
him.
Literally got turned into a male.
If anything, I don't know. I'm not gonna speak too soon. So let's just keep going.
It's so weird. Out in the garden, my 2 brothers traded swings bare-chested.
Are they trying to die?
All I could do, though, was observe from afar. And every time I found myself forced to watch, I felt a sharp pain, like a needle piercing my chest. A needle that seemed to be growing ever thicker. My mother and brothers loved me dearly, but that didn't change the fact that the outside world lay beyond my reach. I was trapped in the estate by my own body. At first, I thought that was the root of my pain. But that answer seemed to contradict something inside me. Something I couldn't explain. Something I couldn't ignore even as a child. So I searched within myself, trying to find an explanation for the constantly swelling sensation of wrongness inside me. Day after day, I gazed into the cavern of my own heart.
My. Now, what are the 2 of them doing out there?
Georges was asked to do a swordsmanship show at the royal court, so Didier is helping him.
Swordsmanship? I just can't stand those shows. Blades are so dangerous. I have to sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you. I can't watch people swinging them. Huh?
I wasn't expecting such a deep huh?
Because I stopped understanding what I was reading for a second. I can't watch people swinging them at each other. Why don't you come back to your room with me, Michel? I would love to teach you how to sew.
But Mom, I want to watch them practice.
Michel. First of all, you need to watch how you speak, young lady. You do not call me Mom, you call me Mother. For sure is loving mother. This is what happens when you spend so much time around boys. As your mother, I don't approve of you playing chess or making art.
What?
A woman has no need for such skills. I am so unhappy right now. As a woman who
Is an artist?
is an artist, likes to try to get into the whole weightlifting thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to be a modern century woman.
Me too, girl.
They will only make you look insolent.
But-
What? Sorry.
But
I want you to grow up to be a respectable woman. That is my job and my dream as your mother. Now come. I would rather you looked at some fine embroidery with me than a couple of sweaty men.
yes, Mother.
You are my little girl, after all.
Spending time with my mother was agonizing. Was it because her world was so isolated? No, that wasn't it. Her gentle voice, the sweet scent of her perfume.
Oh, her gentle voice? I have not been talking so sweetly.
The way she constantly told me how much she loved me, and her diatribes about how wonderful it was to be a girl. Everything she did put so much pressure on me. But above all, she loved to say,
You are my little girl, after all.
ah, it reminds me of Morgana. My dear.
Ugh.
And there was nothing strange about that at all. Every time I looked in the mirror, I saw the daughter of a noble. That was who I was. So the only thing wrong was how I felt. But every time I was faced with reality of who I was, my heart wavered. I had no interest in learning to embroider. I didn't understand why it was necessary. I knew what purpose it served. Everything she taught me, I would need to know when I was wed off to some noble boy, and it was my responsibility to learn those things. It didn't feel right, though. I couldn't even accept the fact that one day I would be married. It was but an ominous shadow lurking in my future. I would have preferred ravaging the books in Didier's room rather than having a conversation with my mother. Tales of heroes of old and dauntless soldiers, military texts written by tacticians in the midst of war. Thinking about them set my heart aflutter and made me think about my brother. He was training to be a knight. I envisioned armor flecked with rust, a long sword glimmering with the blood of savages. Soon I found myself in my fantasies, imagining how the sword would feel in my hands. The sensation of the hilt beneath my fingers, swinging it gallantly like my brother. How heavy was it? How much muscle would I need to carry it? How much impact would I feel in my hands when I struck something? How restricted would my vision be wearing a helmet? How much did it weigh? How hot was it inside? I had no way of answering those questions, though.
That is rough, dude. Being a woman is never easy.
Nope.
Dude, even I want to hold a sword, but I'm afraid of, like, being an utter klutz.
That is a valid fear, I feel. Very valid fear. I'm like so-so about swords.
It's not really about the sword, but it's like, you know, being restricted because you're a quote-unquote woman.
Yeah.
You know, because I face that all the time in my job. But anyway.
Yeah, you can't do that because you're a woman. It's like, excuse me, I am a strong woman, thank you, and strong independent lady. No.
But that's what having a team is for, you know? Like,
Exactly.
You can't get everything done by yourself.
Well, also, like, honestly, a lot of men carry a lot more things than they should be alone. And it's like, bud, you should really be working as a team because you're gonna get lower back pain.
Yeah, why do you think your spine's all messed up?
Really, we all should be carrying more together instead of alone. But, okay.
And with your legs, not your back. Anyway.
Kill me now. I have some cloth, if you would like to wipe yourself off. Oh yeah, thanks. I'm so dead. You were at it for a long time. I've never known D to half-ass something once he gets started. Which I guess is what makes him knight material, but... Are you opposed to him becoming a knight? Well, I kinda assume he'd inherit the estate and handle taking care of everything. So it's like, why has he gotta go out and be some priest's whipping boy? Don't tell him I said that, though. He wants to fight for the greater good. I don't know, despite the name, he wouldn't be doing much fighting himself. Anywho, someone as passionate as him might be able to make some changes for the better. Changes? He knows what condition the Order is in. That's why he's joining. Figure he wants to whip 'em into shape, melt 'em down and reforge the whole thing. So he might be able to change things. What are you muttering about, Michel? Hey, whoa, hold it! The pain I felt in my chest when I smelled the sweat emanating from George's body, when I looked at his slender but distinctly male build, I was convinced it was admiration. Did I want to become a knight too? Maybe the discomfort I felt was because I wanted to be like him? Would it go away if he were able to change the rules and I could join the Order as well? I was positive it would. Didier!
Michel? Hold on! You can't come barging into my room unannounced. I'm trying to change.
We need to talk.
I said stop! You're a girl. You can't just walk in on a man as he's changing.
I see no reason for you to be self-conscious.
Well, also privacy.
Yeah.
Listen to me, Michel.
Georges tells me you're planning to overhaul the Order.
He told you that? No, I hardly have such grand aspirations.
Don't be coy. I believe you have what it takes to do it, Didier.
But what's gotten into you? You're unusually fiery today.
So I want to ask you a favor. When you have enough influence in the Order, I would like you to make me a knight too.
You what?
I'm tired of the way Mother treats me. Always saying I can't do this because I'm a girl. I want to learn how to swing a sword. I don't want to do embroidery. I don't care about jewelry or fancy clothing.
Michel, what's gotten into you?
I'm so much more interested in the world you live in, Michel. Whoa. I'm so much more interested in the world you live in, Didier. So please.
Well, I suppose we must have let ourselves spend too much time with you.
Not you too. That's exactly what Mother said.
First of all, Michel, you don't have the strength to hold a sword.
Then I'll train until I do. And if that doesn't work, I still have my mind. You know good and well I could.
People are not chess pieces, Michel.
But Didier...
But above all, you're missing the most important point. I will not, for any reason, become the kind of man who makes a woman take up a sword.
Didier...
This may seem normal to you, growing up with two brothers. But I want you to listen to me, Michel. Men and women walk different paths. Men wield swords and fight against dangerous enemies, and they do so to protect the weak, women and children. And I am here to protect you and your mother.
You're no different than her. You don't treat me any different than her.
Honestly, what's gotten into you, Michel? Why wouldn't I treat you like a daughter of the Bollinger estate? Your brother and I, we never meant to make you think.
Forget it.
What?
I'm sorry. I knew what I was asking was foolish.
Oh?
But I thought you would understand how I feel. Even just a little bit. What was I expecting him to understand? Even I didn't understand the things I felt. I wanted to know what had gotten into me far more than he did. What I had done was no better than throw my temper tantrum. Was I that desperate to become a knight? No. I had just thought that the key to my chains in my heart lay down that road, but ultimately there was nothing. Assuming Didier had agreed, and assuming I did become a knight, it wouldn't do anything for the core problem. As I dashed from my brother's room, I snuck a peek at him. His face was filled with intense perplexity. And how could I blame him? I had tried to push a dozen different ideals onto him at once. Filled myself with a vein of hope that he would somehow be able to make sense of me when I couldn't even make sense of myself. And now, bubbling with unwarranted anger at being let down, I fled to my own chambers. I can only imagine how frustrating that must have been for him. And we're calling it at that and taking a break.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time in one video from now.
I sure hope so. Okay.
Bye.
Hey you. Yeah, you. Did you like the video?
Maybe consider subscribing. We like your company.
Okay.
See you next video.